Hi guys, for today's teardown, this particular vintage digital camera, we have here a Minolta Dimage 7. This model was released in 2001 and had the quite incredible price tag of 1,500 euros. It was a lot of money, but back in the time it was still a good price for semi-professional grade digital camera, because this is a very fine camera. I will show you some of the features. So it is still turning on. The first feature, you have automatic electronic viewfinder. So when you put your eye near the viewfinder, it will switch between the display and the viewfinder. It had a very nice zoom, but no power zoom. It was only hand control zoom. All manual controls for tuning your pictures. It had a top LCD panel with backlight. Not sure if you can see it, but there is a backlight on it. And it was a really fine camera. Good quality, 5 megapixels. So this one, sadly, it is out of from my collection. I am missing some body parts. I don't know where I got this camera. I found it in my stock. I do not remember where it came from. And the main issue is that it is not working. As you can see, the picture is all messy on the display. Not sure what is happening. Must be probably CCD sensor problem. Not sure what is going on here, but it makes funny stuff. In fact, it is all red and messed up. Really, not weird thing. So today we will take this apart. It is quite sad, but as it is not complete, it is not worth keeping in my collection. And I can always try to find another one from eBay anyway. It is missing also the rubber around the viewfinder. It is missing rubber here. It is missing a body plate here and a rubber over the grip. And it is not working. So it is using a compact flash card, not the original one, but and it is using 4 AA batteries behind this very fancy door. You can see it is really nice quality, this thing. I do not know the body, if it is, it looks like it may be some magnesium alloy. If I look here, it looks like magnesium alloy. So not sure, we will probably find out. So first I will remove some body screws and I will be right back. Okay, we are a few screws later. I do not know where I know it, but I know I need to start from this left side panel. I need to remove it because it is probably linking the front and back covers. So I did already undo a few of the screws, and here it is. It is coming off. As you can see, we have a little PCB. We have 2 wires here which are already disconnected, oddly enough. And we have wipers here for the contacts, which are in bad condition. Okay. In this we have a small PCB with some kind of weird copper foil part and a bulge here. Capacitor linking the PCB and the ground, it seems. Surface mount capacitor. So I first need to undo this PCB because it looks like it is attached to both sides of the body. Yes, we have what seems to be flash control components at the back, and wires and flex circuit. Maybe I will be able to disconnect it properly later. So I will first now try to open this body. I did already remove a number of screws. So I am even in focus, yes. I may be able to open it. Maybe there are some more screws here. I am not sure in fact because I did never take this apart previously, so I do not know where to start exactly. This one is quite hard. Okay. So by the way, the small surface mount capacitor did fall in the... So I did remove here this thing. Two screws back here, I'm not sure what they are for. Ah, no, it is more or less coming off. I have no screws in here, no screws here, so it should be good to go, I hope. Yes, here we are. Next, I will first get rid of these screws. I have a flex circuit here to unhook. So this should be easy. I will try to save some little of this flex circuit connector things because it can be useful. So here is the back panel of it. We have a speaker mounted inside, and we have a flat flex hooking all the back controls, including this side wheel here. You can see they did link it with a flat flex around the body here. And yes, it looks like, yes, it is written, it is magnesium, Mg. It is Mg, it is quite nice. So here we are for this back cover. Now, what do we have inside? Oh, I must be careful of the flash capacitor. Where is it? I cannot see it yet. It must be somewhere. It is somewhere, obviously. So we have a small PCB here. We have a bracket with this LCD panel. And we have probably the CCD circuit board just after it. So what to do next? I have a feeling I could already undo the front of the camera. So let's try it. One screw here. One here probably. This one is really hard. And something I did not tell, this camera was actually USB already for 2001. It is not bad. You can see here it is a proprietary USB, but it is USB. Because transferring photos through serial was really awful. Can trust me. Okay, what next? This part of the body is loose, but not this left part. So there must be a screw somewhere. Maybe this one. No. It is not easy when you do not know where to start. This is fairly well attached. So I guess we may have Usually you have screws at the bottom of the battery compartment, but not here. It is interesting, so I guess we have to remove these parts in order to access the insides. So I will start with undoing some screws. I will be right back. Okay, so for sure this thing is not easy to take apart. I guess I can undo the LCD at least. There is some sticky foam behind it. So here is the LCD panel. It looks like we already have, yes, a LED backlight on this LCD. Not bad at all for an old camera like so. And here I did remove screws for this bracket, so maybe now I did reveal one more screw. And now I may be able to undo this wall bracket here. Not yet. In fact, it looks like it is attached behind this battery compartment. Okay, what next? I would like to undo this electronic viewfinder, but there is a whole bunch of stuff in the way. So here I can undo this circuit board. Not sure what it is for. Seems to be the brains circuit board. I can see an Altera chip here, a bulge capacitor over here, and here very small resistor networks, big capacitors, and board-to-board connector for the next part. Okay, so I really want to get rid of this thing here, but it does not want to go. Or maybe there is one more hidden screw behind this sticker. No. This is interesting. So you can see there are holes here. I believe you can access the screws for fine tuning the CCD assembly. I am trying to undo it. Oh, it looks like, yes, this battery box is really in the way. And everything here is totally in the way. I am halfway from removing this front body, but it is not coming off, and I do not see any screw I can undo. So it may end in the help of a hammer, I guess, this thing. I see, wait, there is maybe this screw here I can undo. Does it help or not? No, still no. I do not see any more screw. Here no, here no. It is really attached here somewhere. These are the lance assembly screws. If at least I could undo this thing, it would help really, but it is, yes, I can see. It is attached here at the back with one screw. very deep. It is probably not the correct way to take this apart. Now it is coming off. Kind of, at least. Here we are, and yes, for sure we had another screw, but it was completely hidden behind this flat flex down here, and I was not able to see it. Now this is kind of loose, but I guess we have one more to undo. Yes, there is one more screw somewhere. It must be back here behind this wall assembly. There is a number of wires in the way and I do not see anything. So this is the harness to the electronic viewfinder. If I can undo the electronic viewfinder, it may be helpful. I can undo it. I have possibility to undo it. I will undo it. Here we have the hinge of it and a few wires to undo. I guess it is this wire harness here. There is a flat flex totally in the way, of course. Looks like it is going to the flash assembly. But now maybe I will see better. No. This thing is a nightmare to take apart, guys. So let's undo this screw here. Still does not help. It is so crowded down here. Yes, I see, there is a screw. There is a screw back here. Silver screw. Here it is. And here we are. At least. So it was this model of screw. So here is the front body. Made of magnesium also. You can see this front grip is attached with a few screws. Here is what it looks from the front without the body. And of course, here it is, we have our little friend, the flash capacitor, which I will short right now. And it looks like it was dead. Yes. Okay, now we are safe. So, the sun is coming. Now we can try to continue to take this apart. There are modules and stuff everywhere, in fact. I'm not sure where to start now. There is this assembly here. For the power connector, and there is a jack also, maybe for the audio, because you could do basic video recording with it. 1 minute clips, I guess, something like so. And here we have a number of wires to cut. and I see two screws back here, which may allow me to at least remove this battery box. At least, okay. And we have wires which are all hard soldered to PCB. At least it is out of the way now. So next, what to do? This wall flash assembly should go. I will first make some clearance here in order to see what I am doing. We have a flex here and some kind of board-to-board connection, I guess, at this point. Press fit with screws. No, it is hot bar soldered. No luck. So it cannot be removed, this thing. Interesting. But at least now I do still not see anything in this. There is one screw here. Yes, I can see the screw I did undo previously. In fact, it is still in place and it looks like it is keeping this attached. So if I can undo this very long screw, here we are, I can undo this flash assembly, which is hard wired here. This thing is really a mess. I cannot imagine the price of repair on this thing. Really? Okay. Maybe now on this side PCB was actually connected to the flash. Here it is. Very messy and complicated flash and optical viewfinder assembly. Electronic viewfinder, exactly. Which we will take apart. This is interesting. So this is just the flash. So nothing to see in here. Now we are left with the zoom assembly, the top PCB here, which is just attached by the wires, it seems. So there is one here, one real harness, wire harness here. This thing was really complicated for the time. No wonder it was so expensive. Okay, it is out of the way. We have a big neck chip here, 78F0338JC, and the LCD assembly. This must be the connection to the backlight of the LCD assembly, which we can have a look to. Maybe. Anyway, it is not useful to keep this, so let's open it. Yes, it is a LED backlight with a light diffuser, quite nice. Okay, next, now I may be able to undo, we will start at this side, the number of power circuits. This is the flash control circuit with the capacitor attached to it, and more solders wired between the PCBs. There is some quite nasty solder work here, you can see, flux residues, and here little flat flex. We have this board, must be the power DC to DC converter for the camera. Looks like we have 2 screws to undo. Maybe more, 2 screws. Yes, there is 1 screw here at the back. This is really damn convenient. No, maybe it is not this one. So maybe it is just a, yes, board to board connector. We have a big power wire harness going to the CCD assembly, it seems. And we have this PCB. Lot of surface mount coils on it for buck converters maybe. Okay, we are left with 1 more PCB and the complete zoom assembly. So first I will get rid of some of the screws because they are getting in the way. So what do we have? I can see a copper heatsink in here. Interesting. So this is the main wire harness to the CCD sensor. In here we have the memory card reader, backup battery, some shielding made of what seems to be aluminium. So this is just the compact flash reader, but I am interested in this copper heat shield. Oh, there are 2 memory chips here by Hynix, probably the temporary memory for storing the photo before it goes in the memory card. So here we are. We have yes, nice copper heatsink piece with a thermal pad and a big BGA chips here from Mega Chips, and 1 over Hynix memory here. So this thing really had a lot of ICs in it. So here we are for this. Now we have this zoom assembly. There is a complete bracket piece here, which I would like to undo, but first this is in the way, and this is the CCD assembly. So of course no image stabilization or things like this on this camera. It is too old for this. And we have yes, this it is a very complicated assembly, by the way, for this CCD. Here we are, and quite a large CCD, in fact, must be 1 centimeter diagonal or something like so. 1.3 centimeters even. Okay, so this is the CCD assembly, and here we have the zoom assembly with lots of stuff still on it. This thing is insanely complicated. You can see the number of screws I have already around. but really it is quite a thing. I did just lose the higher cut filter. So this is just a metal piece with a holder for the flash capacitor, I guess. Yes, must be this. Now we have this very fine optics. Which seem to be really complicated. So there is one motor here for focus probably, and this flat flex must go to the iris control and shutter control, but I may keep it for next video. What we will have a look at for now is this electronic viewfinder. I am making a terrible mess on my desk. So I have two screws here. So there is the high proximity sensor in this thing, which must be interesting, but I guess it is just a higher infrared sensor. Like that. Oh, this is a long screw. What next? Oh, it is coming off. There is one more screw here. There is even a eye adjustment button here. So it is really nicely made. And yes, very small stuff inside this. Will it come off? There is no more screw. It is quite weird. It should come off. Looks like we have an hidden screw somewhere. So can I undo this thing? No. No, it is just clipped in place. Okay. So there is this infrared sensor, but it is quite glued to the plastic assembly, and here we are. So this is interesting because we have bare dies on this PCB. One infrared LED and one infrared diode with other dies directly bonded to the PCB. I was not expecting this. And here just the moving lens for the adjustment to your eye. And here we have the electronic viewfinder assembly, which is glued in place, completely glued in place. So in fact it is, we have on the side a white LED probably, making a backlight with some kind of prism glass here. And there is a very tiny LCD display, but it is all bonded in place and stuck in place. I cannot undo it without destroying it completely. And anyway, it is so small you will not see a lot of stuff. Even with a USB microscope it will not be very interesting, I guess. So here is the flat flex assembly to it. What can we look else? So here we have a complete back panel controls. So just this back panel already has a number of screws to undo, because we have some kind of host connector here, not sure what it is for. Small plug going to the back, some kind of accessory maybe. We have this loudspeaker here on the side. which seems to be secured by 2 screws, no expense in here, as you can see. So I did just notice something. There is some handwritings on the magnesium part. It is interesting. So we have this side control wheel here. There is 1 screw for it. One over here. This thing is really over complicated. I was not expected something so complicated in this camera. And probably very delicate also. So here are golden contacts for the control wheel on the side here. And we have this wall back plate, which seems to be stainless steel, keeping in place all the controls. Yes, of course, when you press over buttons on the back of the camera, you want to do not want them to go inside the camera, and you want it to have quite a good feeling. So here it is, just a flex PCB with little metal cup switches mounted on a stainless steel plate. Nothing. They do it a lot in cameras. Here we have another piece of sensor contacts for the controls. Moving this, and now it should come off. Yes. Okay, and we can see there is still quite a bunch of lot of parts attached to the back of the camera. There are the buttons like so, they go in parts. We have these control wheels here, but it seems really complicated to take them apart, so I will do it later off camera. We have a 3rd screw for the loudspeaker. Here it is. We have more stuff here for this control button, and we have this back piece which is still attached with 2 more screws. So if I undo this, it should release this back piece. So you can see just the grill for the speaker is another piece that comes on the side of this, and that comes over this. It is quite really impressive. And here we have the it is quite weird, this battery door, because in fact you can see there is a metal piece making a hinge in it, but you cannot push it from the side, and it is not cut in the middle. So I wonder how they did put it in place. Maybe there is a spring on one side and they did push it, not sure, or they did bend a little bit the metal. It is interesting. I would like to save this door, but it seems really complicated to undo. Quite really impressive, this thing. You can see the very complicated shape here of the magnesium. Okay, a lot of junk here. So the last part for now is this front piece. As you can see, the strap rings are attached with circlips which are glued with some kind of epoxy. And we have here also the tripod mount. just a metal piece. I may save this because it may be useful for something. And there is still this front handle piece with more screws keeping it in place. At least 3 screws. And yes, it is here. So this piece is coming right off. It is a modular unit, it seems, with a shutter control, yes, shutter button on the control wheel. So this is just a plastic piece coming over this magnesium piece. We have here the little self-timer LED glass, plastic glass, the LCD glass, and it is all for this. But really, I am impressed with the quality of the complexity of the parts, at least. Not sure about the quality, as it seems quite good, but probably quite delicate also. In particular, all these wiper contact things, I do not like them very much. And there are a number of them in this camera. Okay, so it will be it for now, I guess. Maybe in the next video I will do the teardown of this zoom assembly. Not sure if it is interesting people or not to see one more zoom assembly being taken apart. So maybe not, I will see. For now, thanks for watching, bye bye.